the dais.
Kindly be seated. Lou Holtz once said, "Your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do. Your attitude determines how well you do it."
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests on and off the dais, faculty members, graduating batch of 2024, a very warm good morning to one and all.
We, Ashna Joseph, faculty member, Department of Electrical Engineering,
and Dr. Alpha Lucas, faculty member, Department of Civil Engineering, are honored to be your Masters of Ceremony today. We are delighted to have you all here to celebrate this momentous occasion of course completion ceremony of the 2024 batch of MACE.
Mar Athanasius College of Engineering, established in 1961, is managed by Mar Athanasius College Association, aided by the Government of Kerala, affiliated to APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, and the first college in Asia under Christian management. MACE, as it's popularly known, has more than 6 decades of excellence in technical education. We have 5 full-fledged departments offering UG, PG and research, namely Civil, Mechanical, Electrical and Electronics, Electronics and Communication and Computer Science Engineering, and Department of Computer Applications offering MCA. Also, the Department of CSE offers 2 new-gen courses, BTech in Data Science from the academic year 2020-21 and BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning from the academic year 2022-23.
Mar Athanasius College of Engineering is the first engineering college in Kerala to obtain A+ grade in the first cycle of NAC accreditation and has also secured the prestigious NBA accreditation for all the eligible departments. The University Grants Commission has granted autonomous status to MACE from 2023 onwards. MACE has grown by leaps and bounds for the past 63 years. Today, we are here to honor the achievements of our students who have worked hard and persevered to reach this milestone in their academic journey.
It's a time to celebrate their achievements, reflect on their journey, and look forward to their future. We are also here to express gratitude to the teachers, parents, friends, and well-wishers who have supported and guided them along the way.
Before we begin the ceremony, let us bow our heads and offer a prayer of gratitude to God the Almighty. We invite Professor Suhana Subair and Professor Anna Matthew for the prayer song. Let us rise for the prayer.
നന്മരൂപിയായ ദൈവമേ നിനക്കു വന്ദനം നിന്മനോജ്ഞരൂപമെൻ്റെ മുന്നിലെന്നു കാണണം നന്മരൂപിയായ ദൈവമേ നിനക്കു വന്ദനം ബുദ്ധിയും വിശുദ്ധിയും സ്വഭാവശുദ്ധിയും മഹാഭക്തിയും വിവേകവും തരേണമേ ദയാനിധി ഈ കലാലയം നിനക്കു നിത്യവും വസിച്ചിടാൻ എത്രയും മനോജ്ഞമാ ഭവനമായി ഭവിക്കണേ നന്മരൂപിയായ ദൈവമേ നിനക്കു വന്ദനം
Thank you. Dr. Bose Matthew Jose, Principal, MA College of Engineering, the Outstanding Teacher Award 2023 recipient by IEEE Kerala section, is in fact a true role model for all the teachers and students of MACE. With his exemplary leadership, our principal has set a standard for excellence that we all aspire to meet. He has been working tirelessly to keep MACE flying high. Now, may I invite Dr. Bose Matthew Jose to welcome the gathering and for the ceremony proceedings report.
A warm good morning to one and all. Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Professor Dr. Prasad Krishna, Honorable Chairman of the MA College Association, His Grace Matthew Maraframe Metropolitan, Executive Members of MA College Association, Deans, Heads of various departments, Professors, Executive Members of the Parent Teacher Association, members of the alumni, faculty members, technical and administrative staff, graduating students, and their proud parents. On behalf of our college, on my behalf, I feel extremely honored and privileged to extend my heartiest welcome to each one of you to this momentous occasion, that is 60th annual graduating ceremony of ATHANASIUS College of Engineering, Kothamangalam. Today, we celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, the graduation of class of 2024 from ATHANASIUS College of Engineering, Kothamangalam. BTech students, your remarkable journey of 4 years have started with online classes, then hybrid classes, and then to physical classes. Today marks a significant milestone in your life. You have navigated through challenging coursework, participated in cutting-edge research, and contributed to a vibrant campus community. You have spent countless hours in classrooms, labs, and libraries, driven by a passion for learning and a determination to succeed. Today, all those efforts are rewarded. Hearty congratulations to each and every one of you. Graduation is not merely an end, but a beginning, a commencement. As you leave this institution, you step into a world that is both exciting and demanding. The engineering landscape is rapidly evolving, shaped by technological advancements and global challenges. You, our graduates, are the innovators, problem solvers, and leaders who will shape the future. As you venture into this new chapter, I encourage you to carry forward the values and principles of Mar Athanasius College of Engineering that has filled in you. Here you have learned the importance of critical thinking, the power of collaboration, and the impact of integrity. These are not just skills, they are the foundation upon which you will build your careers and lives. Remember that success is not measured solely by professional achievements, but also by the positive difference you make in the world. Whether you are designing a sustainable solutions, developing groundbreaking technologies, or contributing to your communities, your actions have the potential to create lasting change. Strive for excellence, but also strive for compassion, empathy, and inclusivity. To the faculty and staff of Mar Athanasius College of Engineering, thank you for your unwavering dedication to education and mentorship. Your guidance has been instrumental in shaping these graduates into the capable individuals they are today. Your commitment to fostering a nurturing and intellectually stimulating environment is deeply appreciated. To the parents, families, and friends, today is a celebration of your unwavering support and sacrifices. Your belief in these graduates has been a cornerstone of their success. We share this joyous occasion with you, for it is your love and encouragement that have brought them to this moment. Graduates, as you step into the world, remember that learning is a lifelong journey. Continue to seek knowledge, embrace challenges, and adapt to change. The world you are entering is one of endless possibilities, and you have the power to shape it for the better. As you pursue your dreams and shape your future, never forget the support and sacrifices of those who have stood by you throughout this journey. Please stand up for a moment. Graduates, please stand up for a moment to express your gratitude to your parents, family members, friends, and mentors who have believed in you and encouraged your every step on the way. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. Their love, guidance, and unwavering support have played an integral role in your success. Established in the year 1961, MA College of Engineering has a long-cherished contribution to the nation in various fronts, and over the years, the institute evolved into one of the high-ranked technical education in India. It is offering Bachelors of Technology in 7 disciplines, Master of Technology in 8 disciplines across 5 departments, Master of Computer Applications, and research programs in all the engineering and science departments. Apart from the National Board of Accreditation, NBA accreditations for eligible courses, college is accredited by NAC with A+ grade in the first cycle itself, and MACE is the first engineering college in Kerala to be accredited with A+ grade by NAC, and is the only engineering college in Kerala that received Higher Education Minister's Excellent Award 2023. On the basis of academic performance of our college, including student results, research output, faculty qualifications, and engagement in academic activities, UGC, University Grant Commission, has given autonomy to our college in the last year. Now the college has the freedom to design its curriculum, conduct examinations, and declare results independently. Thus, MACE has now more dynamic and flexible education environment, enabling college to innovate and improve the quality of education. I would like to thank all of you for the help which you have extended for all the activities of the college during the last 4 years. That includes NBA accreditation works, Diamond Jubilee celebrations, especially for the exhibition Vajra Maze, NAC accreditation activities, autonomy works, etc. It was a proud moment for all the Masons around the world when the ISRO's Chandrayaan-3 mission was successful. Around 60 alumni members of our college, from Dr. S. Kundikrishnan Nair, Director of BSSC from the 1985 batch, to the Deepa Joseph, the 2017 batch, were involved in that mission. We could honor them in our campus, in this hall, for their remarkable contributions to the Chandrayaan mission and the global space community. MACE has signed MOU with the four universities for academic collaborations and MOU with more than 75 industries for research and internship for students. The in-house internship cell of MAIS is doing pretty well with many projects from various companies, and students are getting stipends for their work. Again, trying to collaborate with more companies, including overseas companies. Top Educator Award conferred to Mar Athanasius College of Engineering by VVD Technologies, a global provider of engineering, manufacturing, and digital services and solutions. The college was regarded as the top institution in Kerala and claimed the 9th rank in the country for its unwavering dedication to providing quality education that equips students to excel in their respective fields. Being the national award winner for various activities of the National Service Scheme in 2016, including Best NSS Unit, Best Program Officer, and Best Student Volunteer, students of MAIS actively express their social commitment through various activities. Beyond the usual initiatives, NSS units of MAIS have provided financial help for 120 people for their kidney dialysis and supplied 12 wheelchairs to those in need as part of our Diamond Jubilee celebrations. Additionally, our blood stem donation campaign was highly successful, resulting in finding donor for 14-year-old Aditya Krishna. The graduating students of class of 2024 has made MAIS proud through their outstanding achievements in curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities. As usual, all the MAIS chapters of international clubs are performing exceptionally well and are receiving numerous global recognitions. IEEE student branch of MAIS being the one among the top 10 in the membership count worldwide, as usual, brought many awards like Regional Exemplary Student Branch Award, IEEE Kerala Section Amarnath Raja Award for the Best Humanitarian Initiatives for the Light the Lives project with team leads Jawahara Fatima and Saeed Ali Rafiq. Mohammad Sain received IEEE IAS CMD Robotic Contest Global Award 2023 and won travel grant to present demonstrate the robot at IAS annual general meeting at Tennis, US. Saeed Ali Rafiq and Mohammad Safad has secured third prize in the IEEE IAS CMD Humanitarian Contest 2023 and received an invitation to attend the 2023 IAS annual meeting in Tennis, US along with the provision of travel grant. Mohammad Sain and Vishnu Raj won the runner-up position at the IEEE Art and Robotic Competition 2023 held at Bangkok, Thailand. Neema Siat, Navya Prasad, and Gobika Madhu secured their positions as winners at the IEEE SPS 5-minute video clip contest for their video on MRI and CT scans and attended the international conference on image processing held at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Neema Said received the Silver Award for Tales of Tomorrow competition organized by IEEE Vehicular Technologies Society in global level. IEEE Robotic and Automation Society student branch secured the prestigious IEEE RIS Chapter of the Year 2023 award, considering its activities, especially for the conduct of Symposium, Cecil Robotics School, first time India, with a grant of around 20 lakhs. Mr. Devdarshan and Prisida P. Karta, the team lead for the event, got the opportunity to receive RAS Award at London. Navya Krishnan and Alna Khabir received IEEE Signal Process Society scholarship of worth $1,000. Irene Bennett and Alna Maria Ben attended the IEEE Art and Power and Energy Society student branch chairs in-person training at Singapore and Chiang Mai, Thailand. American Society of Mechanical Engineers MAIS chapter. Attaining the global second rank in the overall leaderboard under the leadership of Christy Mammon and securing second position in the Best Builders and Designers category under the leadership of Gobika Anil Kumar Pillai solidifies ASME MAIS chapter's stature and reputation on an international scale. Global first prize for Best Use of Software category and global second prize for the Sustainable Innovation category in the Extended Reality Challenge. ASME MAIS chapter has been honored with the prestigious distinguished ASME India Student Section Award for their outstanding activities last year. Along with that, Faculty Advisor Dr. Bobin Cherian Jose has been honored with ASME India Faculty All-Star Support Award, and Chapter Chair Karthik Radhakrishnan received the ASME India Star Chair Award. Society of Automotive Engineers Students Chapter also won many prizes in the Formula Car Design Challenge received All India rank 2 position with the team captain Aslam Nasser and vice captain D. Ashwin Dev. Go-kart design challenge, first position in state with captain Ashwin MS and vice captain Hari AR. Drone design competition, first in the state, Gio Jacobini as captain. All these vehicles are designed, fabricated and tested in the in-house, round-the-clock functioning project design and fabrication studio. These types of co-curricular activities are wholeheartedly supported by the management, PTA and various MACE alumni chapters. Google Developer Students Club is also active and they are successfully conducted Girlathon, sponsored by Kalki Tech Technologies and MACE Alumni North American Chapter, a social hackathon which got appreciation from all over India. ISA Club, Aerospace Students Association, MACE also conducted a space hackathon at our college hosted by NASA. They also conducted a workshop on telescope assembling in association with Open Space Foundation, Tamil Nadu. We have conducted the 10th edition of MACE Model United Nations, TEDx MACE, and Model United Corporates with large number of participations from colleges in India. The Watt Club and Dance Club have also bagged various prizes during the last year. Insight Club also conducted many events, including the program Excite, a social event enlightening the young minds regarding basic computer tracks in the coastal regions of Cherthala, Kochi. IEDC cell of MACE conducts many programs, including hackathons every year. This year's hackathon, Hackify, with the theme Redefining Healthcare, conducted in association with the IMA. Participants from different colleges in South India attended the event. IEDC MACE chapter received funding of 10 lakhs for upgrading it to a technology business incubator. 3 startups were registered in the last year. The startup company, Pillsby, started in the year 2019 by Abhiti M, Mohammad Rizwan and Nitin K, received rupees 1.53 crores as angel funding from Kerala Angel Network. The team comprising Nadine, Nia, Meghana and Fisa, along with the guide Dr. Alpha Lucas from the Civil Engineering Department, won the bronze medal at the Kerala State Council for Science, Technology and Environment TechFirst 2024 held at Indian Institute of Technology, Palakkad, for the innovative project titled Development of a Low-Cost Landslide Early Detection System. Indian Concrete Institute, ICA, student chapter at ATHANASIUS College of Engineering, has been honored with the prestigious Best Student Chapter Award for its outstanding performance in 2023. The MA College of Engineering Karate team clinched the overall championship in the APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University Inter-Zone Karate competitions. In sports and games competitions too, our students performed very well and received many prizes. In the IEEE Bosch National Level Electric Vehicle Hackathon, out of the teams selected for the internship, 4 teams were from ATHANASIUS College of Engineering. We have honored the 25 MACE alumni in the civil services, starting from the first batch, that is 1965 batch, Dr. Roy Paul, former Aviation Secretary, to Amal PV, IPS of 2018 mechanical batch in connection with the Diamond Jubilee celebrations. This time, we have conducted 2 international conferences, IC at MACE in collaboration with St. Petersburg Electro-Technical University and IEEE RAKES 2024 in collaboration with IEEE Kerala chapter. Let me enter into the duty vested on me. It is our pride and honor that ATHANASIUS College of Engineering is graced by the presence of Professor Dr. Prasad Krishna, Director of NIT Calicut, for the graduation ceremony. When I contacted him and requested him to be the chief guest for this function, he wholeheartedly told me that if he is free on that day, he will surely come. As MA College is an old and important college in Kerala, as MACE was the only college in Ernakulam district until 1990s, and Sir also belongs to Ernakulam district. Retired professor from our electrical department, Professor Rajan Thomas, is here, and he and our guests were classmates during their pre-degree classes at UC College, Alva. After his pre-degree, Prasad Sir joined NIT Surathkal for his BTech studies, and Professor Rajan P. Thomas joined MIT Manipal. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation, and welcome to this function to deliver the ceremonial address. We have with us Chairman of the MA College Association, His Grace Matthew Usman Afrem, Metropolitan, for the blessing speech. Thank you, Tirumeni, for being with us and for gracing this occasion with your presence. I welcome His Grace to this function. deans, HODs of various departments are here on the stage. I welcome all to this function. I also welcome members of the governing body, MA College Association, members of the PT Executive Committee, faculty members, technical and administrative staff to this function. We are sure that this is a special time for the proud parents. BTech students joined 4 years back are graduating as proud engineers. At MAIS, we also share the same excitement and celebrations with you. I extend a hearty welcome to all the proud parents to this function. I wholeheartedly welcome my dear students who have successfully completed their course in this year and ready to receive the course completion certificates. Dear students, we are proud of each one of you. We are sure that we could nurture each one of you for a lifelong journey of opportunities and challenges. We are proud that we could inculcate social, moral, and environmental responsibilities in you. There is a pride in being a Maisian, and wherever you go, you will find a Maisian to help you. I would like to thank the entire convocation team led by Dr. Biju B. and Professor Bybin Paul for conducting the function in an efficient manner. I wish all success to my dear graduating students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Today, we are honored to have with us His Grace Matthews Mora Prem, the chairman of MA College Association and Metropolitan of the Jacobite Syrian Orthodox, Perumbavoor region of the Angamali Diocese. His Grace is very well known for his acts of charity and Koinonia mission functioning under his mentorship, which is a support system for thousands of common people, especially providing dialysis for economically backward people. His Grace has always been a guiding light for MA College Association as well as for MA College of Engineering. Being a very compassionate and down-to-earth soul, His Grace has inspired and touched many lives with his priesthood, professorship, and episcopacy. May I invite His Grace Matthews Mora Prem for the words of blessing.
Good morning to everybody. ഇന്നത്തെ ചീഫ് ഗസ്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കുന്ന പ്രൊഫസർ ഡോക്ടർ പ്രസാദ് കൃഷ്ണ, ഡയറക്ടർ ഓഫ് NITC, കോളേജിൻ്റെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ പ്രൊഫസർ ഡോക്ടർ ബോസ് മാത്യു, വേദിയിലിരിക്കുന്ന വിശിഷ്ട അതിഥികളെ, ഫാക്കൽറ്റി മെമ്പേഴ്സ്, ഗ്രാജുവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സ്റ്റുഡൻസ്, അവരുടെ രക്ഷകർത്താക്കൾ, ഗവേണിംഗ് ബോഡി അംഗങ്ങൾ, ഇവിടുത്തെ ടീച്ചിങ് ആൻഡ് നോൺ ടീച്ചിങ് സ്റ്റാഫ് അംഗങ്ങൾ, ഇതിൽ സംബന്ധിക്കുന്നവരെ, വളരെ സന്തോഷത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു അവസരമാണ്. നമ്മുടെ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളുടെ ഹാർഡ് വർക്കിങ്ങിൻ്റെ ഫലമായിട്ട് അവർ കോഴ്സ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പുതിയ ഫീൽഡിലേക്ക് അവർ യാത്ര തിരിക്കുകയാണ്. എല്ലാവരും ബ്ലാക്കാണ് ധരിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. കോൺവെക്കേഷന് ബ്ലാക്ക് ഗൗൺ ഇടുന്ന, ബ്ലാക്ക് ഈസ് എ സിംബൽ ഓഫ് വിസ്ഡം ഇൻ ഗ്രീക്ക് കൾച്ചർ. ഗ്രീക്കിലെ ഫിലോസഫി പഠിച്ച ആളുകൾ, ആൻഡ് ഫിലോസഫി ഈസ് കൺസിഡേർഡ് വിത്ത് എ നോളജ്, ക്യൂൻ ഓഫ് നോളജ്. ഫിലോസഫി അറിവിൻ്റെ ക്യൂനായിട്ടാണ് അന്നത്തെ സംസ്കാരത്തിൽ അറിയപ്പെട്ടത്. ഫിലോസഫേഴ്സ് ദേ വർ യൂസ്ഡ് ടു വിയർ ബ്ലാക്ക് ഗൗൺ. നിങ്ങളിന്നിവിടെ ബ്ലാക്ക് ഗൗൺ ധരിച്ചിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ it is the present symbol of wisdom. എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ബിരുദം നേടി വിജ്ഞാനത്തിൻ്റെ ആ അറിവോടുകൂടി ക്യാമ്പസിന് പോകുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവിധമായ അനുഗ്രഹങ്ങളും നേരുകയാണ്. ഡോക്ടർ ബോസിൻ്റെ റിപ്പോർട്ടിൽ ഒത്തിരി കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുകയുണ്ടായി. ഈ കോളേജിൻ്റെ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് അക്കാഡമിക്കൊപ്പം തന്നെ മറ്റ് കാര്യങ്ങളിൽ കോളേജ് വളരെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്നു. ഇവിടെ എഞ്ചിനീയറിങ്ങിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് കരാട്ട കൂടി പഠിപ്പിക്കണമെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞതിൽ ഒത്തിരി സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. അതൊക്കെ ഇന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് ആവശ്യമാണ്. നമ്മുടെ ക്യാമ്പസുകളിലൊക്കെ അതിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ ഒരു ആവശ്യം ഉണ്ടെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. എന്താണെങ്കിലും നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ഈ കോളേജ് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്നു. കേരളത്തിലെ ലീഡിംഗ് എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് കോളേജിൽ ഒന്നാണ് ഈ MA കോളേജ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ ചീഫ് ഗസ്റ്റായിട്ട് വന്നിരിക്കുന്നയാളും വളരെ പ്രശസ്തനായ ആളാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രൊഫൈല് ഒക്കെ വളരെ ഡിസ്റ്റിങ്ഷ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള പ്രൊഫൈലുള്ള ആളാണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവിധമായ ഭാവങ്ങളും നേരുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്തിൻ്റെ നാഷണൽ ഡെവലപ്മെൻറ്റിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പങ്കെടുക്കാനും സാധിക്കട്ടെ. നിങ്ങൾ പലരും ഇൻ്റർനാഷണൽ ആവാനാണ് സാധ്യത. നാഷണലേക്കാളും എല്ലാവരും പുറത്തേക്ക് പോകുന്ന ഒരു രീതിയാണ്. നിങ്ങൾ യു ആർ ഗോയിങ് ടു ബി ഇൻ്റർനാഷണൽ. നിങ്ങൾ പുറത്തേക്ക് പോകാനുള്ള സാധ്യതകൾ വളരെ കൂടുതലാണ്. കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷം ഈ സ്റ്റേജിൽ വെച്ച് റസൂൽ പൂക്കുട്ടിയെ ആദരിച്ച ഒരു ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതിൽ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രസംഗം എനിക്ക് ഒത്തിരി ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. അദ്ദേഹം കൊല്ലംകാരനാണ്. ശബ്ദത്തിൻ്റെ വലിയ മനോഹരതയെക്കുറിച്ച് പഠിക്കുന്നയാളാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ഒരു പേഴ്സണൽ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ അവിടെ നടത്തുകയുണ്ടായി. അതിൽ അദ്ദേഹം പ്രസംഗത്തിൽ 2 കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞു. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം അദ്ദേഹത്തിൽ മാറ്റം വരുത്തിയ ചേഞ്ചസ്. ഒന്ന്, അവോയ്ഡ് ഫിയർ. ഭയം വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം ഇല്ലാതാക്കി എന്നാണ് അദ്ദേഹം പറയുന്നത്. സംസാരിക്കാൻ, പ്രവർത്തിക്കാൻ, ഇൻട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ആ ഫിയർ ഒഴിവാക്കാൻ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം ഒരു ഇൻ്റഗ്രിറ്റി, ഫ്രീഡം, വ്യക്തിത്വം, പ്രൗഡ് തുടങ്ങിയ കാര്യങ്ങൾ സഹായിച്ചു എന്ന് പറയാനിടയാണ്. 2, വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം ഭാഷയുടെ പരിമിതികൾ ഇല്ലാതാക്കിയെന്ന് പറയും. പരിമിതികൾ, അതിനെ അതിജീവിക്കാനായിട്ട് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം സാധിച്ചു. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഈ ഗ്രാജുവേഷൻ ആൻഡ് പോസ്റ്റ് ഗ്രാജുവേഷൻ ഭയമില്ലാതെ ഫ്രീഡത്തോടു കൂടെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുവാൻ, പരിമിതികളെ ഉല്ലംഘിക്കുവാൻ സാധിക്കട്ടെ. When I was doing my MA Economics in Maharaja's College, my professor Mohandas, he was a professor of international economics. He was used to say to the student, reach beyond. പരിധികൾക്കപ്പുറം മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുക, പരിധികളെ ഉല്ലംഘിക്കുവാൻ സാധിക്കുക. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിന് മാത്രമേ അത് സാധിക്കുകയുള്ളൂ. നിങ്ങളുടെ പഠനം അതിന് ഉതകട്ടെ, പ്രവർത്തനം ഉതകട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങളെ പഠിപ്പിച്ച അധ്യാപകരെ എപ്പോഴും നന്ദിയോടുകൂടി ഓർക്കുക. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഭക്ഷണം പാകം ചെയ്ത് നിങ്ങളെ വീട്ടിൽ തയ്യാറാക്കി നിങ്ങളുടെ പാരൻസ്, നിങ്ങളെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്ത നോൺ ടീച്ചിങ് സ്റ്റാഫ്, ലൈബ്രറി മെമ്പേഴ്സ്. ലൈബ്രറിയാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സ്മരിക്കേണ്ടത്. ഞാൻ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ വൺ ഓഫ് മൈ ക്ലാസ്മേറ്റ് ആസ്ക്ഡ് ടു മൈ പ്രൊഫസർ, സർ, വാട്ട് ആർ ദ സ്റ്റെപ്സ് ഫോർ റൈറ്റിംഗ് ആൻ അസൈൻമെൻറ്റ്? അപ്പോൾ പ്രൊഫസർ അദ്ദേഹത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു, ദ സ്റ്റെപ്സ് ഓഫ് ലൈബ്രറി. വേറെ സ്റ്റെപ്സ് ഒന്നുമില്ല. അവിടുത്തെ ലൈബ്രറിക്ക് കുറേ സ്റ്റെപ്സ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ലൈബ്രറിയിലെ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് കയറിയവർക്ക് പഠനം മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ സാധിക്കും. അദ്ദേഹം പറയാം, സ്മെൽ ദ ബുക്ക് ബിഫോർ യു റീഡ്. നിങ്ങൾ പുസ്തകം വായിക്കുന്നത് അതൊന്ന് സ്മെല്ല് ചെയ്യുക. ജസ്റ്റ് ലൈബ്രറിയിൽ പോയിട്ടൊന്ന് സ്മെല്ല് ചെയ്യുക. സ്മെൽ ദ ബുക്സ് ബിഫോർ യു റീഡ്. അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വിജ്ഞാനത്തിൻ്റെ, ഒരുപക്ഷെ ലൈബ്രറി സ്റ്റാഫ്, ലൈബ്രറി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നവർ, ലൈബ്രറിയൊക്കെയാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതത്തെ ഫോർമുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തത്. ഈ സ്ഥാപനത്തോട് തുടർന്നും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുവാൻ സാധിക്കട്ടെ. John Webster, one of the important sociologists, while he was discussing various social factors that influence changes, that brings change to our society, one of his social theory, he mentioned education is the most important factor that brings changes in our society. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസമാണ് സമൂഹത്തെ മാറ്റിമറിക്കുന്ന ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് സോഷ്യൽ വേരിയബിൾ എന്ന് പറയുന്നു. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം ഒരു വെപ്പണാണെന്ന് നെൽസൺ മണ്ടേല പറയുകയുണ്ടായി. അതൊരു ആയുധമാണ്. നമ്മുടെ കേരളത്തിൽ എത്രയോ വിദ്യാസമ്പന്നരായ ആളുകളുണ്ട്. വിദേശ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റികളിൽ നമ്മുടെ പിള്ളേരെത്ര പഠിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ നിങ്ങൾ ഈ സമൂഹത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രോസസ്സിൽ, ചേഞ്ചസിൽ മാറ്റം കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ സാധിക്കട്ടെ. എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ടെക്നോളജിക്കൽ ബിരുദം എന്ന ടെക്നോളജി ഏറ്റവും മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്ന ഈ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ സമൂഹത്തിന് മാറ്റം വരുത്തുവാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രയത്നം സാധിക്കട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട്, എല്ലാവിധമായ ഭാവങ്ങളും നേർന്നുകൊണ്ട്, നിങ്ങളുടെ ദൈവം തമ്മിൽ അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് വാക്കുകൾ ഉപസംഹരിക്കുന്നു. ദൈവം നിങ്ങളെ അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ.
Thank you, His Grace, for the insightful message and blessings. We are highly indebted for your valuable time and dedication. Now, It's my pleasure to introduce the distinguished guest of the day for today's ceremony, Professor Prasad Krishna. Dr. Prasad Krishna is presently the Director, National Institute of Technology, Calicut. He has a rich professional experience of more than 41 years as an academician, design engineer, researcher, administrator, and heartfulness meditation trainer. Professor Krishna holds PhD in manufacturing engineering from the prestigious University of Michigan, USA, MTech in machine tools engineering from IIT Madras, and BTech in mechanical engineering from NIT Surathkal. He is also the recipient of several honors and awards for academic brilliance and has published more than 120 articles in different journals and conference proceedings, both in India and abroad. He has supervised several PhDs, MTech dissertations, and currently guiding 5 research scholars. Professor Krishna is a member of different professional organizations and served as board member to various national institutes. Now, may I take the honor to invite Professor Prasad Krishna for the ceremonial address.
Honorable Chairman, MA College Association, His Grace Matthews Mar Apre Metropolitan, respected Principal, Professor Bose Matthew, the Deans and Heads of Departments, other members of the governing body, members of the Parent Teachers Association, Alumni Association, invited guests, and most importantly, the graduates of 2024 from this prestigious MA College of Engineering and their proud family members, ladies and gentlemen, pranams to all. First of all, I am extremely grateful to the association for inviting me as a chief guest for this auspicious ceremony for one of the oldest and the most reputed College of Engineering in our state. I was looking at the vision of this institute today morning when we were sitting in the principal's chamber. It talks about excellence in education through resource integration. And I'm sure the graduates will conduct life, whatever may be the profession. You may join industry, you may start your own startup, or you may run a poultry farm or a politics, or you may help your parents or the loved ones. Whatever may be the activity, we have to make sure the resources available are integrated in a harmonious way. But young friends, what we lack is the integration at the personal level. If you look at the 3 H, my head, my heart, and my hand, these 3, are they integrated? What I think with my mind, with my head, what I feel in my heart, and what I do, if they are not in synchronization, if they are not in harmony, that is what the problems the world is facing. I don't know how many of you have understood. It's not important that we think. No doubt that is the quality of human mind, is to think. But if you continue to do that, mind will say something, because it is the monkey mind. It wanders. It is never focused. It is never still. It is never peaceful. Until and unless thinking mature into feeling like the mother has the feel for her children. However old I may be, if my mother is alive, if her son or daughter is sick, the mother knows. She doesn't need all these technologies, Instagram, WhatsApp, and all that social media or electronic gadgets. Her heart feels for the child, however old the child is. Friends, that is what we need, not just information, not just even knowledge. What we need is that wisdom which can come only from the heart, not from this. I am extremely grateful to you, and this is the time to congratulate each one of you for being successful and to be a graduate of this prestigious MA College of Engineering. And more so, your success is because of the sacrifice of your family members. And I am extremely happy when the Honorable Principal requested all of you to stand in reverence, in gratitude to these family members, your grandparents, your parents, uncle, aunt, your teachers, teaching and non-teaching, the librarians. Everybody has played a role. But please remember, ingratitude is the biggest sin. If you don't trace back your life from the moment you are born, the first person you have seen is your mother. And biologically, 70% of your body belongs to your mother. And I want to tell you, this is very painful to me when children get very high pay package and when they are in very high positions in society, they often forget the path, the poor mother who has suffered. And the only time the mother smiles when you cry, the only time the mother smiles when you cry is the moment of birth. When you are born, if the baby doesn't cry, the mother is very much concerned. And the moment the baby starts crying, the mother is smiling. That is only time. And any time, please have this utmost gratitude to your parents, grandparents, teachers, mentors, whoever may be, and never forget the roots. Now I want to tell you, if you are looking at, you're all going to be professional engineers in various fields, remember the challenges are always there. We have already seen, you have gone through the most difficult time of the pandemic. I think this is the second COVID batch. You must have joined in 2021 academic year. Is it? Yes. So this is the second COVID batch, and I'm sure you had very difficult time. But don't think that that is the end. In future, there is going to be much more severe, whether it is war, whether it is a water crisis, whether it is going to be energy crisis, whether there is climatic problems. Today we are seeing 52.5 degrees Celsius even in the national capital. Even place like Kerala is experiencing more than 40 degrees Celsius temperature. So everything is unpredictable. Nobody could predict the economic downturn because of the COVID pandemic. No science and technology could ever predict this economic recession posed by this invisible enemy, the COVID virus. I believe that God is speaking to you all. God is telling human beings, don't be greedy. Don't be so arrogant of your science and technological advancement. If you don't have a beautiful heart, if you are not kind to the fellow beings, I'm not saying just human beings, We have to be compassionate to the entire living beings. That is the wisdom our forefathers have taught us. And the moment you deviate, you are a disintegrated personality. You cannot fulfill the vision of MA College of Engineering. Your resources are not properly integrated. Your heart, hand, and head are not in harmony. And I want to tell you, there will be more flash flood, landslides, heat waves, even earthquake. Everything is going to happen. The world is so uncertain. We call in management the WUSA world. Very volatile, uncertain, ambiguous, totally confusing. And in this such a challenging future, you have to navigate. And what is the way? Can you get guidance from your parents? What will you do hereafter? Some of you may join higher studies, some of you into research, some of you join the industries, some of you may have your own startup, or some of you may join the business of your family members and different. But please remember, you are now matured enough to take decisions yourself. Please remember, no parent, no teacher, nobody can help you in decision making because we are all confused. We are all confused. So the decision has to be from within. Please remember, we have the material and spiritual aspects. And if you want real harmony, and if you're always, your attention is towards the exterior world, you will not be successful. You can please study the success of all great beings. If you properly integrate the external and internal life, your material and spiritual, only then you will be successful in any phase of life. Today we are struggling. I am really concerned the kind of depression, substance abuse, divorces our youngsters are facing. It's all because you have prejudices, you have judgment, and you have expectations. But you have not done your duty to your own self. Love thyself. That is the most important. Blame not others. Blame thyself. And here we have this. Engineering itself is not my cup of tea. Somebody pushed me into engineering. We have many ways blaming others. Please come out of that. You are all now graduates of MA College of Engineering. Forget about all that. Now, what next? What next is the heart as the radar. Heart will speak to you only when you are silent. The language of the God is absolute silence. The Lord will listen to you only if you switch off your senses. In utmost reverence, if you meditate on the divine presence in your heart, the God will descend. I quote the Matthew 5:8. Blessed are the pure, for they shall see God. What does that mean? The profound statement in the Holy Bible, the purity of heart, the simplicity is akin to divinity. നമ്മൾ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയും, നിർമ്മല ഹൃദയമുള്ളവർ ഭാഗ്യവാന്മാർ, അവർ ദൈവത്തെ കാണും. So my dear friends, I am a heartfulness meditation trainer. In my 41 years, this is what I understood. If you can keep the heart pure and simple, the Lord will descend, and He is the guiding force. You can't ask anyone. All of us are confused. And the voice will speak to you when we are not there. Only the Supreme is there. And I wish you all, my last prayer to all of you is, may we all develop right thinking, correct understanding, and honest approach to life. May the Lord bless you all. May all your endeavors fulfill. May all your wishes come true and be an integrated personality. And once again, my gratitude to this MA College Association, the principal, the Honorable Chair, my own classmate Rajan P. Thomas, and all of you for giving me this opportunity. May Lord bless you. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Professor Prasad Krishna. Your words have truly resonated with us and provided valuable guidance as our students embark to the next chapter of their lives. We are truly grateful for the time and effort you have taken to be with us. Mementos are indeed cherished tokens and expressions of gratitude and remembrance. I request Professor Prasad Krishna to accept a memento as a token of our respect. May I have the pleasure of inviting Principal Dr. Bose Matthew Jose to give away the memento. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Prasad Krishna. We are deeply honored to have you with us today.
It is a time to recognize the outstanding achievements of some of our exceptional students. We at MACE always aim at the holistic development of the students rather than making them mere technocrats. Our students are unparalleled in academics, display leadership and organizational skills requisite of today's world, along with the extracurricular and co-curricular excellence. The placement track record and the accolades won by our batch of 2024 speaks volume of their capabilities. We had a tough time picking the best from each department, and believe us, it was indeed a tight race for the title of the best outgoing student. Now, may I take the felicity of calling upon His Grace Matthews Mara Prem to present the certificates and mementos to the outstanding student of each department. First, we begin with civil engineering. The best outgoing student goes to Miss Alina Reggie. From mechanical engineering, Mr. Gio Chaco Benny. From electrical and electronics engineering, Mr. Muhammad Safat Pulikalar. From Electronics and Communication Engineering, Ms. Rachel Matthew. From Computer Science and Engineering, Mr. Alnas Kabir. From Data Science, Ms. Joanna Maria Jomon. From MCA, Ms. Fatima Sana. Congratulations, dear students, and thank you, His Grace. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the most important and solemn part of the ceremony, the awarding of certificates. We will begin with the UG students of Department of Civil Engineering. To give away the certificates, may I invite Professor Prasad Krishna to please come forward. I request Principal Dr. Bose Matthew Jose, UG Dean Dr. Biju B, HOD in charge of Civil Engineering Department, Professor Jija K. George, and Faculty Advisor of Civil A Batch, Dr. Praveen Matthew, to join the guest of the day for the same. Dear students, as we call your name, please come forward to receive your certificate. Students are requested to occupy your designated seats after receiving the certificates. Now, I invite students of Civil A Batch, Ms. Abhinandana T.S., we request the audience to please hold your applause until all names have been called. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Mr. Abhinand P.N. Mr. Abhi Ashraf, Mr. Adil Muhammad, Ms. Agila E. Ms. Akshara Johnson, Mr. Aman C.S., Mr. Anand Ajit, Ms. Anna Rekha Simon, Ms. Anulakshmi T.A., Ms. Abarna T.P., Ms. Miss Archana Baiju, Miss Ashley Sarah Isaac, Miss Ashwati K, Mr. Chedas J. Singh, Miss Devika P.A., Miss Elizabeth Eldo, Mr. Faris Rashid, Miss Fatima Nauruddin, Miss Fatima Shirin, Miss Fisa K. Assis, Mr. Gregory C. Binu, Miss Hannah Jibi, Miss Hridya Suresh K, Mr. Jamshir Abdul Majid, Mr. Jeevan Jalin AJ, Mr. Jinu Shamil KK, Miss Krishnapriya KB, Miss Leah Sitara KP, Mr. Mahin Ismail, Miss Malaviga Bibi, Miss Manisha Shaiju, Miss Haripriya Shashi, Miss Maria Eldos, Miss Megha Maria Soni, Miss Meenakutti AS, Miss Megha M, Miss Megha Sandosh, Miss Megha KB, Miss Meghana George, Miss Maithili S, Mr. Nadeen Rajiv, Ms. Nia Nasreen PS, Mr. R. Abhinand, Ms. Riya Uday, Ms. Rislania MS, Mr. Samson Lopez J, Mr. Sharath NS, Ms. Shabnam Bashir, Ms. Sitara S, Ms. Sneha R, Ms. Shruti Baradan, Ms. Vidya S, Mr. Vishnu Prasad, Mr. Ajit Kumar AB, Mr. Akshay Das KR, Ms. Anamika ES, Mr. Sen Varghese, Ms. Janet KA, Mr. Sajad CK, Ms. Sandra Paul C, Ms. Shamna Sharin, Mr. Shijil NP, Mr. Doni Taku, thank you. Next, may I request Faculty Advisor of Civil B Batch, Professor Hannah Paulos, to join here. Now, I invite students of Civil B Batch, Ms. Abhirami MJ, Ms. Advaita Thambi, Ms. Afnita Praveen PS, Ms. Aisha Fahmin Abubakar, Ms. Aishwarya Shaji, Miss Ajisa Hairia M. Miss Alina Raji. Miss Alfia Mol T.S. Miss Alfina M.A. Miss Amala Jose. Mr. Amir Khan T.M. Mr. Anand J. Miss Ananya Tiabi. Miss Anilda Rajivan. Mr. Aniruddhan Prashant. Miss Anjana P. Mr. Anjush M. Miss Anne Maria Eldos. Miss Andrin Salim K. Miss Abarna J. Mr. Ashok Babu. Miss Bismi Ennesad. Mr. Danny Nigang. Miss Deviga Jayaprakash. Miss Dohu Ania. Miss Fahima Naushad. Miss Fatima Sahala MS. Mr. Gautam Ajit. Miss Haripriya PK. Mr. Harsh Tangachan. Miss Hridya Vinod. Miss Jausa Naushad. Mr. Keshav Baiju. Miss K. Meenu Krishna. Miss Krishnapriya Babu. Miss Lakshmi Ajay Kumar. Mr. Lal Mohan. Mr. Mukhtar A. Samad, Ms. Nandini Krishna S., Ms. Neeraja Aran, Ms. Neha Jojo, Ms. Nilina S. Karun, Mr. Nyay Ado, Ms. Obinam Palo, Ms. Parvati G. Das, Ms. Rachel Roy, Ms. R. Deviga Nandana, Ms. Revati S., Ms. Rishna C.P., Ms. Sandra Biju Paul, Ms. Sayandana Sadishlal, Ms. Shifa Rashid, Ms. Shifa Shakir, Ms. Shilpa Anil, Ms. Shilpa S., Ms. Sia Fatima, Ms. Sri Lakshmi Sugumaran, Mr. Thomas Joshi, Mr. Agil James, Ms. Anaga Subbu K.S., Ms. Ashwati R., Mr. Badusha C.S., Ms. Fida Mustafa P., Mr. Joel John, Ms. Sangeeta V.K. Thank you.
Now, we moved on to Department of Mechanical Engineering. I request the Head of the Department Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Soni Kuriakos, and Faculty Advisor of Mechanical A Batch, Professor Isaac Tamban, to join here. Now I invite students of Mechanical A batch. Mr. Abdul Adilash M. Mr. Abhidev A. Mr. Abhijit Babu. Mr. Abhijit Raj. Mr. Abhishek K.N. Mr. Abhishek S. Verghese. Mr. Adarsh Satyan. Mr. Adityan E. Mr. A. Hanan Mohammed. Mr. Ajay Titus Thomas. Mr. Aju M. Mr. Akash Gobaraj. Mr. Alan Shaji. Mr. Aman Abdullah Khan. Mr. Anantu Sadanandan. Mr. Anand Satyabalan. Mr. Anand UN. Mr. Anantakrishnan S. Mr. Anis Rahman. Miss Anit Jose. Mr. Arjun PM. Mr. Arun Jacob. Mr. Arun KM. Mr. Arun P. Mr. Aslam N. Mr. Ashwin Mohan. Mr. Basil Bashir. Mr. Christy Mammon. Mr. D. Ashwin Dev. Mr. Devadarshan. Mr. Dilshad Ali CP. Mr. Edwin Sibi. Mr. Gautam J. Mr. Gaurinandan S. Mr. Jaden Bobby Nellikal. Miss Joanne Mariam George. Mr. Karthik Goban. Mr. KB Gautam. Mr. Melvin Anil Kumar. Mr. Mikhil Thomas. Mr. Mohammad Barak Tio. Mr. N.A. Muhammad Muhsin. Mr. Muhammad Rishal K. Mr. Navaneet M. Miss Nivya Das. Mr. Pranav Pradap. Mr. Rohan Thomas. Miss Shivapriya S. Miss Undimaya K.S. Saji, Mr. Ebin K, Mr. Arjun Manoj K, Mr. Harikrishnan S, Mr. Jismoon Thomas, Mr. John Joseph Digit, Mr. Krishnadas S, Mr. Mohammad Fasil A, Mr. Mohammad Rishad K, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Mr. Sajin Santosh, Mr. Vishnu PM, Mr. Siyus Dilip, thank you. Next, may I request Faculty Advisor of Mechanical B Batch, Professor George Matthew, to join here. Now, I invite students of Mechanical B Batch. Mr. Aditya Palanata, Mr. Abhijit OP, Mr. Abhijit Pushpan, Mr. Ebin Lewis, Mr. Adya K, Mr. Aditya Madhav KR, Mr. Adityan Arun Kumar, Mr. Advait PVK, Mr. Ahsan Tamim, Mr. Akshay A, Mr. Alan Saji Nadakal, Mr. Alan Jamon, Mr. Alfred Jose, Mr. Amal Manoj, Mr. Amrit Sunil, Ms. Anaya N, Mr. Anarjio Sajan, Mr. Anup Chako, Mr. Anthony Kurivilla George, Mr. Anurag Babu, Mr. Ashish VP, Mr. Ashwin Benish, Mr. Atik Ramesh, Ms. Adira R, Mr. Bharat Dinesh, Mr. B. Navaneet Krishnan, Mr. Chakravarti K. Sharma CM, Mr. Chirigutarathil Sain, Mr. Christine Thomas, Mr. David Rowe Mundakal, Ms. Devu S, Mr. Diljit P, Mr. Diljit P. Dilip, Mr. Federico Puttanveetil, Mr. Gio Chaco Benny, Mr. Gogul G. Menon, Mr. Gautam Krishna, Mr. Harimohan M. Mr. Kritik V.S. Mr. Jerin Joy. Mr. Kevin Verghese. Mr. Matthew T. Raju. Mr. Mohammad Rashad T. Mr. Mohammad Yasin UN. Mr. Najumuddin P. Mr. Nasik Namir N.A. Mr. Preenush K.R. Mr. Sharat Shaji. Mr. Savio Domenico Reggi. Mr. Siddharth S.R. Mr. Taufik T.S. Mr. Twarik Ansar. Mr. Toby Pradeep Srambikal. Mr. Tom John Perundittail. Mr. Unnikrishnan Pradeep. Mr. Verghese Kuruvilla. Mr. Vivin Samuel P. Mr. E. Akash. Mr. Jishnu A.K. Mr. Jitin O.J. Mr. Mohammad Fasil V.V. Mr. P.Y. Sanamanil Faris. Mr. Sharat N.G. Thank you.
Now we move on to Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. It's my pleasure to call upon Head of the Department, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Dr. Sini Paul, and Faculty Advisor of Electrical A Batch, Dr. Jisha Kuruvilla P. to join here. Also, I invite students of Electrical A batch. To begin with, Mr. Abhi Mohan. Ms. Aditi S. Verghese. Mr. Adityan Anil Kumar. Mr. Aditya Prabhash. Ms. Agnes Sarah Paul. Ms. Aishwarya S. Ms. Amanda Murali. Mr. Anandakrishnan K. Vijay. Mr. Arjun R. Nair. Ms. Arya S. Prakash. Mr. Adul S. Ms. Aswa Harshad. Mr. Basil Paul. Mr. Belvin Baiju. Ms. Chanchal Shashigumar. Ms. Dia Teresa George. Mr. Edwin Thompson. Mr. Eric Jose Chaco. Ms. Gayatri Vinod Nambiar. Ms. Gobiga M. Vijayan. Ms. Hanna Jahan S. Ms. Haripriya Sugumaran. Mr. Jayashankar Jayadev. Mr. Jerome Matthew Joseph. Mr. Jishnu Soman. Mr. Joel Biji Alex. Mr. Levin S. Puturan. Mr. Manu Wilson. Mr. Mohammad Nabil K. Mr. Muhammad Ashik. Mr. Naban Karim K. Ms. Nandana Balakrishnan. Nandana Sajeevan, Ms. Nandana V. Kumar, Mr. Naveen B. Tachamburam, Mr. Neville Sibi, Ms. Renkila Revi, Mr. Rinosh T. Aib, Mr. Rins Joseph, Mr. Rohan George Thomas, Mr. Rohit M, Ms. Ruxana Umar, Mr. Sandul Pierce, Ms. Shabnam P.A., Mr. Stephen John, Mr. Shamil K, Ms. Tejalakshmi G.S., Mr. Vishnu C.L., Ms. Vismaya V, Mr. Vaishnav V.S., Ms. Ajanya Ravindran, Mr. Ajit KB, Mr. Amal Biju, Mr. Ashik P.B. Mon, Mr. Atosh S. Kumar, Mr. Jibin Eldo, Mr. John Rajan, Mr. Namil KK, Ms. Niba Parvin N, and Mr. Sharat M. Saji. Next, we move on to Electrical B batch. Let me call upon the Faculty Advisor of Electrical B batch, Professor Leela Salim, to join here. Also, I invite students of Electrical B batch to begin with Mr. Abhijit G. Nair. Mr. Abhijit S. Aji, Mr. Adarsh R. Mr. Aju S. Jacob. Ms. Akshaya Ramesh. Ms. Amala Rajan. Ms. Anjana K.S. Ms. Anna Maria Baby. Ms. Ansa Xavier. Mr. Arun George. Mr. Ashin Anil. Mr. Asif Ali Hussain. Ms. Asna Parvin. Mr. Asnal Arif. Ms. Brinda Basil. Mr. Darius Joe. Mr. Devasi G. Chakyat. Ms. Devika Soman. Ms. Dia S. Ms. Dia M. Mr. Eldo V. Siji. Mr. Gogul Ravi. Mr. Rishikesha Baliga S. Mr. Joel P. Joy. Mr. Joseph Kandathil Abraham. Ms. Kavya Suresh. Ms. Kavya Suresh M. Ms. Kirtana Ramesh. Mr. Kevin Jenu George. Ms. Lakshmi Baburaj. Mr. Leon Appum. Ms. Manogna M. Mr. Mithwin M. Mr. Muhammad Shafi M. Mr. Muhammad Safwat Pulikalar. Mr. Muhammad Zain. Mr. Nafis Muhib Naushad. Ms. Nandana Chandran. Mr. Nibin Matthew Naiman. Ms. Prasida P. Karta. Mr. Rahul Kurian. Ms. Revati M.U. Mr. Rohit M. Nair. Mr. Roshan Jose Shiji. Mr. Said Ali Rafiq. Mr. Sandesh M. Ms. S. Meenakshi. Mr. Tejas Sebastian Sunny. Ms. Vishnumaya Suresh. Ms. Vishnupriya Suresh. Mr. Akin Muhammad. Mr. Alvin Anthony TJ. Mr. Arjun T. Mr. Adul Krishna S. Mr. Cyril Sakrias. Mr. John Jose. Mr. Muhammad Asil P. Mr. Shankara Narayanan Siam. Ms. Vismaya Rajivan. And Mr. Dilru SB. Thank you, dear students.
Now we move on to Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I request Head of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Dr. Ajay Joy, and Faculty Advisor of ECEA batch, Dr. Siddharth Shelly, to join here. Now, I invite the students of ECEA batch, Mr. Abhinand N., Mr. Abraham Jose, Mr. Adarsh R., Miss Aishwarya PV, Miss Akhena George, Mr. Akshay P, Miss Alina V. Shaji, Miss Anna Maria Ben, Miss Anjana R. Krishna, Miss Anna Wilson, Miss Anusri Ajayan, Mr. Aravind T.R., Mr. Arjun Kora Kurian, Mr. Arpit M. Chandran, Mr. Ashik PM, Mr. Asif Muhammad Nasir, Mr. Atul S. Menon, Miss Krista Teresa, Mr. Siriat Jose, Mr. Ebin Devasikutti, Mr. Eldo Joby, Mr. Elias M. George, Miss Gopika Madhu, Mr. Gautam KB, Mr. Harinath Vinod, Miss Irene Bennett, Mr. Jiske Sunny, Mr. Joseph Tenson, Mr. Krishna Prasad R, Mr. Madhav R. Nair, Mr. Muhammad Hashil M, Mr. Mohit KM, Mr. Mubaris Taslim M, Mr. Muhammad Yasir KA, Mr. Nadarajan V, Mr. Nigil S. Ms. Nimisha Munir. Mr. Pavanendu M. Ms. Rachel Matthew. Ms. Reenu Benny. Ms. Sandra K.S. Ms. Shahana N. Mr. Shreyas P.S. Mr. Srichand S. Mr. Sri Vishnu Dilip. Ms. Swati Soman. Mr. Vishal M.S. Mr. Vaishnav Prasad M. Ms. Angel Joseph. Mr. Basil K. Joy. Mr. Bright C. James. Ms. Fahima Fahida MC. Mr. Firoz Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad Saleh Viti. Ms. Rahana KP. Mr. Teslin George. Mr. Yadu Krishnan KR. Thank you. Next, may I request Faculty Advisor of ECEB batch, Professor Basil J. Paul, to join here. Now, I invite the students of ECEB batch, Ms. Arati Sajeev Kumar, Mr. Ed Kuriachan, Mr. Abhishek H, Mr. Ahmad Naeem T, Ms. Alina Lawrence, Mr. Aljan Babu, Mr. Alan Feby, Ms. Amala Varghese, Ms. Anaga Mohan, Ms. Anashwara A.S., Ms. Anuba S. Franklin, Mr. Anthony Paul, Mr. Arjun A.M., Mr. Arun Siriak, Mr. Arundas H.A., Ms. Arya C.A., Ms. Ashwani S. Kumar, Mr. Ashwin Rajan, Mr. Adul Krishna KL, Mr. Bestins Karya KS, Ms. Catherine Raj, Ms. Devika KJ, Ms. Feha Fatima Salih, Mr. Gautam Krishna R, Ms. Gauri Govind, Ms. Hannah Sarah Matthew, Mr. Hariprasad PP, Mr. Joel Joe Davis, Mr. Joel Joseph, Ms. Jyotika Saji, Ms. Kajal Teresa George, Ms. Lakshmi G. Menon, Ms. Leah K.R., Mr. Misaj M., Mr. Mohammad Rasi K., Mr. Najmal Najimon, Ms. Namida Anna Peter, Ms. Nandana Rajendran, Mr. Navaneet Chandran P. Mr. Neeraj Jayaprasad. Mr. Noel Baby. Mr. P. Pranav. Ms. Safna TP. Ms. Sandra Sadishan. Ms. Sharanya C. Ms. Shami Jeffrin PT. Mr. Saurabh N. Ms. A.R. Srilakshmi. Ms. Sriranjani P. Mr. Sri Shankar T. Ms. Shreya Biju. Ms. Susan Varghese. Ms. Abhisha Arbi. Ms. Arya Shashi. Ms. Chitra M. Mr. Jacob Baby. Mr. Paul Cherian. Mr. Ranil Pradeep. Mr. Vibinlal J. Thank you.
There is a small announcement. Owner of Maruti Swift KL46J6712, I repeat, KL46J6712 is requested to contact the security immediately. Now, we move on to Department of Computer Engineering. I request HOD of Computer Science and Engineering, Professor Joby George, and Faculty Advisor, Computer Science and Engineering, Professor Rini T. Paul to join here. Now, I invite students of CSE A batch. Abhinav Unnikrishnan, Mr. Abhishek Karmal Kurian, Mr. Abhishek M.S. Pillai, Mr. Aditya Dinesh, Mr. Afif Ashraf C. Mr. Ajaz Ali, Mr. Akshay Raj KP, Ayyappan, Miss Alina Mary John, Mr. Alvin Bat Thomas, Mr. Alnas Kabir, Miss Anakha Ashogan, Mr. Anand D, Miss Anaya Rita Noble, Miss Anjali Krishna, Miss Anjana S. Kaimal, Miss Anna Binu, Miss Anna Wilson, Miss Abarna Anand, Mr. Arun Joseph, Mr. Ashwin K, Miss Bhagyachandra N.M., Mr. Dheeraj Nalapat, Mr. Gautam B. Vishwanath, Mr. Jairus Joseph, Mr. Joel Joy, Mr. Johan Thomas P, Mr. Johan Baiju Paul, Mr. Joel Suresh, Miss K.S. Sushma, Miss Lakshmi Nair, Miss Linsu Teres Gino, Miss Meenakshi A. Meron, Miss Michelle K. Anthony, Mr. Mohammad Aslam T.A., Miss Neema Ziad, Mr. Navneet Prabha, Miss Navya Prasad, Mr. Neeraj S. Panikar, Neha Susan Bobby, Miss Nesty Matthew, Mr. Nikhil Praveen, Mr. Pri Srijinded, Mr. Rahul Krishna K.A., Mr. Rinuraj T.R., Miss Ria Elizabeth Raju, Mr. Rohit R., Mr. Roshan Roy Thomas, Mr. Sharath P.V., Mr. Sonam Tamchos, Mr. Safwan T.A., Miss Tejaswini Pradeep, Mr. Thomas Gerard, Miss Vinaya K.K., Mr. Yadu Krishna K., Mr. Adityan V. Shabu, Mr. Anandu Ayyappan, Mr. Aravind R., Mr. Ashik Joju, Miss Harida T.K., Mr. Joel Jones Manyali, Mr. Murali Krishna K.S., Miss Nikita Prakashan, Miss Sanjana Sabu, Mr. Shamnath C.P., Thank you. Next, may I request the Faculty Advisor of Data Science, Professor Abhi Abhay T. to join here. Now, I invite students of Data Science. Abhijit P. Shabu, Mr. Abhinav Baiju, Mr. Abhiram S. Sajeev, Mr. Advik Jagadish, Miss Adya Sanil Joseph, Miss Aditya Shashidharan, Mr. A. Jidu Krishna, Mr. Amal Mahadav V, Miss Anakha Anna Matthew, Miss Anantini EP, Miss Anaya Babu, Miss Anita Babu, Mr. Ans Joe Xavier, Mr. Ashwin Jason, Miss Aisha Tamanna VP, Mr. C.A. Ashwin Raj, Miss Dilma Manal, Mr. Gogul PM, Miss Gopika PU, Miss Gauri Anil, Mr. Harry A. Huck, Miss Jaura Fatima, Mr. Jaydev R, Mr. Joel J. George, Mr. Joel T. Vadakekalam, Miss Joanna Maria Jomon, Miss Kirtana A.J., Mr. Khritigesh M.U., Mr. Krishnajit A., Mr. Matthews Benny, Mr. Minhaj Abdul Rahim, Mr. Muhammad Sadiq K., Mr. Muhammad Irshad Ali KK, Mr. Muhammad Jassim EK, Mr. Muhammad Rasin OM, Miss Nafrija K., Miss Neha Jasmine, Mr. Nidish S. Ms. Niranjana Ajit Kumar. Ms. Niranjani H. Das. Ms. P.H. Saliha. Ms. Reshma Saju. Mr. Richin KP. Ms. Ria Reggie. Mr. Sai Vishnu Satyarthi. Mr. Sanoj Ramachandran. Mr. Shaheen Siddiq Nadungadan. Ms. Shaima Shafir. Mr. Taib Anwar. Ms. Treya Jodhinath. Mr. Edu Krishnan PG. Ms. Alfia Nasir. Ms. Jisna Raj PP. Mr. Mohammad Rinshad P. Mr. Mohammad Bashir Kaliak. Mr. Shiburaj A. Mr. Subin A. Thank you.
Now, we move on to postgraduate students. I request PG Dean, Dr. Jis Paul to join here. We will begin with MTech, Computer-Aided Structural Engineering. Let me call upon PG Coordinator, Professor Kichu Paul, and Faculty Advisor, Professor Reza Susan George to join here. I now invite the students. Ms. Anita Baiju. Ms. Mahima R. Shanti. Mr. Muhammad Saleh. Ms. Rasla Kareem. Ms. Rosie John Panigulam. Ms. Shabari S. Kumar. Mr. Vidhu Krishnan K. Thank you. Next we move on to MTech, Structural Engineering and Construction Management. I call upon Faculty Advisor Professor Berlin Sabu to join here. I now invite the students. Ms. Afna Marin Joy. Miss Anisa M. Eldos. Miss Ardra Pradeep E. Miss Ashika Suraj. Miss Ashrin Saira Paul. Mr. Ashwant SR. Miss Ashwati M. Miss Ayana P. Miss Binu Thomas. Miss Fisa Shamir. Miss Husna P.A. Miss Indu M. Miss Jeeva Mariam Umman. Miss Leah Maria Jacob. Miss Mufita Jalil. Miss Nabila Amal Eman. Miss Revati Rajan. Miss Raushan Chandara. Mr. S. Afiq. Miss Sahala Ibrahim. Miss Simi Rachel Thomas. Thank you. Next, we move on to M.Tech Power Electronics. Let me call upon PG Coordinator Professor Kavita Isaac and Faculty Advisor Professor Needa John to join here. I now invite the students. Miss Aishamol M.S. Miss Faisa Ali. Thank you. Next, we move on to M.Tech VLSI and Embedded Systems. Let me call upon HOD Dr. Ajay Joy, PG Coordinator Professor Mary Joseph, and Faculty Advisor Professor Sitara Jayaraj to join here. I invite the students. Miss Abhirami P.S. Miss Aditya E.K. Miss Alisha Fatima. Miss Anju Damodaran. Miss Ashwini Anish. Miss Christy Eldos, Miss Hridya Matthew, Mr. Rohit KG, Miss Sheetal and Ajit, Mr. Thomas Eldo, thank you. Next, we move on to MTech Computer Science and Engineering. Let me call upon Head of the Department, Professor Joby George, PG Coordinator and Faculty Advisor, Professor Sumi Joy, to join here. I invite the students, Ms. Adira Krishna MP, Ms. Helen Mary Sebastian, Ms. Jimshia E, Ms. Megan Scaria, Ms. Pooja Susan Kora, and Ms. Simna Umar Viu.
Now we move on to MCA, Department of Computer Applications. It's my pleasure to invite Professor Biju Skaria, Head of the Department, and the Faculty Advisor, Professor Nisha Marcos. Also, let me invite the students. To begin with, Mr. Akash P.S., Mr. Abel C. Verghese, Mr. Abhimon Alex, Mr. Alan Xavier Kuriakos, Mr. Anand K.A., Mr. Anirudhan Valsan, Miss Anju Krishna P.K., Mr. A.P. Rajashekaran, Mr. Arjun Krishna K.R., Mr. Cyril Thomas, Mr. Deepak K.S., Ms. Fatima Mirza, Ms. Fatima Sana, Ms. Femi Elizabeth Biju, Mr. Gaudam Kumar, Ms. Grishma Teresa, Ms. Marin Paul, Miss Rinshina Febin K. Miss Rose Maria Anto. Miss Sanati Anas. Mr. Savio K. James. Miss Sneha Sebastian. Miss Susanna Reggie. Miss Tara George. Mr. Vineet S. And last but not the least, Miss Vinsa Nargis. Thank you, Dr. Prasad Krishna and Dr. Bose Matthew Jose for giving away the certificates. Thank you, Dr. Jis Paul, the PG Dean. Congratulations, dear students. You have made it. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the batch of 2024 with a round of applause as they mark this significant milestone in their lives.
Course completion ceremony, also popularly known as commencement ceremony, is a momentous occasion that marks the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one in the lives of students. This has been a day of joy and pride for all of us. As you leave this hall today, you are entering a new phase of your life. You will face new challenges and opportunities, new hopes and dreams, new responsibilities and expectations.
You are carrying with you the knowledge, skills, values, and memories that you have acquired from NACE. Dear students, you are joining a network of alumni who have gone before you and who will go after you. You are becoming the ambassadors of your institution and your field of study. We hope that you will always remember your alma mater and stay connected with us.
We wish that you will continue to learn, grow, and excel in whatever you do. Borrowing the words of Nelson Mandela, a bright future beckons, the onus is on us, through hard work, honesty, and integrity to reach for the stars. We thank each and every one of you for being here and making this day special. The photo session of the outgoing batches with the principal, HOD and faculty members will take place immediately after the national anthem. I request the students to stay back and follow the further instructions which will be given by photography and videography committee. Let's all stand for the national anthem.
भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Ladies and gentlemen, This concludes the course completion ceremony of MACE for the 2024 batch. Thank you for your presence. Your support and encouragement meant so much to us as we celebrate this significant day. Have a wonderful day. Friendly reminder once again, the photo session of the